Hello, folks. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Time 2 a.m. here in Dhaka. Peaceful and quiet, my kind of time. I do love to live that vampire life, but sometimes I do reviews in the daytime, so not my favorite time. This is the right time to do reviews. Peaceful and quiet, everybody's asleep. So those who are watching from states, it's gonna be daytime for you. Hopefully, we'll upload this soon. So today I'm going to go a little bit retro, not that retro, like not going back to 70s or 80s, but these are fragrances when I started my journey, and these were a very special memory. So we're going to look at, I'm going to call them classic, El Clasico. And the fragrance I'm about to show you are not latest fragrances. These are the fragrances and few more which I don't have in the list, like Daniel Desire Red, one of my early days fragrances, CK1. Some fragrances I cannot show today, but the 13 I'm going to show you today are absolute classic, and I think they are worthy looking at, and they're still relevant to me. Definitely holds sentimental values, and these are some of the top seller fragrances from each brand. If you tried them, use them, I would say most of these fragrances are much better than the latest releases in terms of value, pricing back in the days, and also like uniqueness. Okay, nowadays some of them are not as unique, but when they were released, these fragrances were huge. So let's go one by one, check out my full review on each. First fragrance I'm going to start with is this classic called Azzaro Chrome. This bottle, I have a 200 ml, and these bottles everybody's familiar with. Nautica Voyage, Chrome back in the days. These are the fragrances like when they were released, people absolutely bought them every year. Once they finish, they buy back a bottle, they buy their son or the brother or the father, uncle, whatever. This was a staple in every home. Okay, so this thing has that soapy, aquatic, floral, metallic tone. When I got it at first, I did not see why this was a hype fragrance. I personally felt CK1 and this both are kind of, like not my type of juice because of those florals. But as I wore them more, especially this and Chrome, they last a very long time. For summer, definitely achieves what it's supposed to achieve. Nowadays, nobody's wearing Chrome. So you can be a unique guy wearing Chrome. First fragrances, Azzaro's Chrome, definitely a classic. Second fragrance, I just showed this in my previous video. Bleu De Chanel by Issey Miyake. Many people love this, and many people get upset when I don't show this for a very long time. This is so close to people's heart. Okay, this is kind of like one of the next fragrances I'm going to show, but I like that better. But if you know Dolce & Gabbana, Light Blue Purum, CK1, Chrome, this is part of that whole memory or journey. For some people, this has been their father's fragrance, their own fragrance, and I think this was worn by many people a lot as a signature scent. I know many people truly love this till date. So Bleu De Chanel, definitely one of the best top sellers in Issey Miyake house. Definitely check it out. It's a classic, all right. Next one, Jean Paul Gaultier Lamal. And Lamal, I have the original bottle somewhere at the back. The whole bottles are there, like quite a few, but those bottles are almost like half or below. So I wanted to show you a bottle that is full. You cannot tell, but this is a Christmas edition, and it's full. I did not use it much because I used the BPI versions more. This thing is a classic. Okay, Lamal is the fragrance I bought in my very first few purchases. This was one of the fragrances. One special reason for me to like this a lot, respect this a lot, because this is a signature scent of Mark Robe 08. He is my fragrance guru. He is my inspiration to do this work. He used this as a signature scent. This was his first love. So I hold value, and I think this fragrance is precious, but I just love some of the, like flankers like Lamal Le Parfum. I have it, that one. And then Ultramel a little bit more, but this thing definitely is a classic. Very classy smell, and definitely the familiar, that mint, lavender, tonka, and then vanilla smell. Definitely Lamal is a classic. Next one is the one that I was mentioning, referring to when I was talking about Issey Miyake. I definitely had to add Acqua Di Gio. I saw some comments. Some people said, man, this is the one of the best smelling perfumes ever, even though reformulation killed it. And I can tell you, yeah, this thing definitely is victim of reformulation over the years, and they keep watering it down, missing the spices, missing the manhood, but still prices are expensive. Just don't get it. I mean, if it's watered down, should be cheaper, but no, Acqua Di Gio is never cheap. This fragrance, just like few other lines, like it is definitely an expensive fragrance, now over $100. So no point perhaps buying this. Perhaps Parfum is the Parfum. That is the better choice, or Essence. But I think Acqua Di Gio created those memories. It is sort of like those, Hall of Famer fragrances. You have to have to give credit to Alberto Morias's creation, Acqua Di Gio, definitely on the classic, on the best smelling summer fragrances ever. Okay, Acqua Di Gio by Giorgio Armani. Next one, another expensive fragrance. I don't know why this costs so much. Terre d'Hermes EDT. At this point, I would not see younger folks pulling this off, or the Parfum, or the Vetiver. Those are very masculine and up class and grown up sense. Okay, so this one's the RT Vetiver orange. Nice little orange, very beautiful zesty orange, but it has a bitterness to it. And then the vetiver and everything, it just makes it a very complex fragrance, just like the Issey Miyake. This is not a safe blind buy. I think this was one of the most expensive fragrance. When I started my journey, I saw this, man. The prices on these were more than $120, and I didn't know why. Like Chanel's cost $80 back in 2016, and this costs over 120. Later, I understood maybe they hold a value, and Hermes is not cheap. Okay, so Hermes, Terre d'Hermes definitely is a classic and very long-lasting fragrance. Just give me a second. Yeah, sorry, let's continue. So next one I'm going to show you, I have this backup bottle of a new formulation, but I have the 2014 or 15 vintage, about 20 or 10 ml left. That when that one finishes, I'll open this one. This is Thierry Mugler A Men. So I'm calling it Thierry Mugler because this is what it used to be back in the days. Now it's just called Mugler, just like that. And the new company bought it. So it's okay. I mean, the smell does not change, just the performance perhaps, a little bit different. It's just the blue star with that rubber flask bottle. This is a classic. This is definitely fragrance not everybody still can say with confidence, I wear this, like with full confidence. No, this fragrance, man, is very complex, dark, patchouli, tar, coffee, man, mint. What else is there? Like tons of notes out there. Like there is a chocolatey praline note. I mean, you smell different things different times, but perfect for winter. Okay, so this thing definitely is one of my favorite classic fragrances. Thierry Mugler Angel Men. So now we have about 7 left. Next one is going to be a flanker. I love the original, but somewhat the bottle looks nice. I'm showing this one, Dolce & Gabbana The One EDP. Those who joined now the community in 1 to 2 last 2 years, they would not know this one. This one has a legacy. Maybe you know already, but sometimes may not know. This thing smells like the most expensive perfume in this segment. I'm telling you, like the rest of them, they have some good ones, but this one, if only this one had a beastly performance. I don't know why they never made a beastly performer fragrance like this DNA. If they made an elixir, let's say with oud or something, they do have some Middle Eastern style one like Mysterious Night, and then the red one, I forgot the name. I think that was something like hmm, forgot the note. Anyway, the red bottle basically Mysterious Night, and then the Arabian Nights, and then I think the anyway. Those were beastly, but this exact smell, if this was a beast mode fragrance, I would say this is a something must buy. This for the smell is really, really good. However, very sweet, and then the tropical fruit punch, the amber, the tobacco, beautiful perfume. This thing is a must-have still. I would say the performance is mediocre. In winter, it lasts about 4 to 5 hours, but if you have an atomizer, keep respraying every 3 hours. They will be perfect. One of the most low romantic fragrances ever. Dolce & Gabbana The One EDP. So top 6, yeah, 6. I think number 6 is going to be this one. Paco Rabanne 1 million. So much hate it gets. I did not purposely include Invictus because that one is a younger brother of this. But 1 million, in short, when it came out, this was a top seller. Everybody wanted a bottle, even if a 50 ml small bottle, because how cool this bottle looks. There was nothing like it. Paco Rabanne, props to them for making some unique looking bottles and making a statement. Jean-Paul Gaultier, them, Versace, they used some awesome bottles like Eros. Man, those bottles, when it came out, everybody wanted, like Versace Dreamer. Everybody wanted a bottle, okay? So this is an iconic fragrance, sweet, clubbing, leather, raspberry, blood orange, and I think got plenty of amber and all that. So 1 million, definitely. If you're a collector, you have to have a bottle of this, no matter how many fragrances you have. Next one, love it for the smell, hate it for the performance, Bleu De Chanel. When it came out first, I think it was better performer. I mean, it lasted like 8 to 10 hours. Nowadays, this EDT, it's a joke. Performance is a joke. Don't ask for performance. The Parfum is good, but the price, $250. No. Bleu de Chanel at this point is just way out of budget for me. I would never repurchase this, but I just love, it's a nostalgic smell. Very beautiful opening. It has that beautiful, beautiful, man, that, was it mint or what is it, like grapefruit, whatever, in there. and then the dry down is kind of like incensey. The dry down is not my most favorite. I love the opening of this. It's a very beautiful, juicy. It's almost like a summer fragrance, but as it dries down, right, it's more of a like a spicy, dark scent. Okay, and then later Dior Sauvage was more upgraded and more performing version of this. But I think Bleu De Chanel became a classic at this point. I definitely cannot leave it out, and it's a very nostalgic smell. It's just I wish it lasted. Okay, and it was not as expensive. Okay, Bleu De Chanel by Chanel. Next one is a Dior, and I purposely left out Dior Homme Intense. It's just no point. It's a moo point, like Joey would say. This is Dior's Fahrenheit. What a classic. El Clasico definitely fits this name. And this is my 2012. Very old bottle now, about 12 years. I never had vintage of this, like the very first batch. I really want to smell that, the gasoline in that. But then this fragrance, man, what a legend, absolute legend it has been. The gasoline smell, the violet leaves, the leather, and I think it has florals, the violets and then some florals. So it's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance that works all year round. The florals come out beautiful in summers, and then the gasoline and leather, perfect for winter. It's one of those best fragrances a must have for any man's collection, okay? Even if you don't understand it, keep it, okay? One of the best looking sunset theme bottles, like up in flames, okay? Dior's Fahrenheit. Top three are sometimes, like I would say, I hold special value in my heart. Number one, I have to get a backup bottle because my bottle is finishing from 2016. But anyway, let me show you. Number three is Prada Amber Purum. If this is not in my list, or if I ever don't have it, then maybe I have lost interest in fragrance game, okay? Because of the smell. It just transports me back in 2016 when I was so energetic. I was younger, and I picked it up and I just saw it. What a beauty it was. It smells like fresh, my type of fragrance, kind of spicy, got the amber, but mostly that five-star hotel, like a bar of soap smell. Prada L'Homme is good, but Prada Amber just like, it's a masterpiece. Okay, this is their best fragrance. I tried many Pradas. Nothing beats this. Okay, so definitely Hall of Famer, Prada Amber Purum, but get the older version. The new version, I don't know how they are. Okay. Number two, signature scent for me, Boss bottle. Okay, this is just a classic bottle. When I hold it like this, it looks like a statement by itself. That classic yellow juice, big Boss written on the bottle. There are now 1,000 flankers of this, but then Boss bottle, man, I can never get enough of Boss bottle. Very beautiful, warm golden apples with cinnamon. Okay, and then a little bit of a musk perhaps at the base. Amazing signature scent. Still 10 out of 10 fragrance today. Boss bottle, top seller in their house. What's number one? I thought a lot. I was going to put like Dior Homme Intense. That's my signature scent. That's the fragrance I love the most over the years. And there are a few other fragrances I do love, but I had to think like, what is the fragrance I cannot lie that I enjoyed so much? It's such a simple perfume and it's just so expensive, and the brand makes it expensive. But I have to get a backup bottle of it because how much it just makes me feel happy. And if I show you the bottle, you'll see how old this became. See the cap? It got old. This is Chanel Allure Eau Extreme, the Allure Sport Eau Extreme. This is the EDP. I have EDP version. And I also have the Allure Sport Edition Blanche. I love them all. My favorite for summer is the Cologne. But about Eau Extreme, I remember getting a couple of compliments from this, and both from ladies. Whenever you get a fragrance like this, and you wear it, and some girl says you smell nice, what is it that you smell? Very classy, and they give you a smile. That's the job. That's what you want in a perfume. It may sound cheap. My bottle, 10 ml left. The cap over the years it gets kind of like dirty, and then melty. Kind of this rubber goes bad. But Chanel, man, what an absolute beauty. It's a very simple scent, like neroli, orange blossom, and a lot of musk. It's just a little bit different in terms of notes breakdown from the original Chanel Allure Sport, but what a beauty. This thing is a beast. This thing projects a lot, and it can be a signature. It's sweet, it's fresh, it's creamy. It's just like one of the classic fragrances. I would say this is one of the best. The original Allure is very nice, but this is my most reached from the line. Okay, so Allure Sport Eau Extreme, my number one today. So do let me know what are the classic fragrances that you enjoy, and what are the fragrances you still keep, and keep buying backup bottles. Okay, have a nice day. Thanks for watching. This is a memory. Sometimes I get nostalgic. I do these videos. Okay, take care, and hopefully you'll enjoy the content. Bye bye.